Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and the subject today we are studying is Cambridge O Levels Mathematics Syllabus D. We also call it D Maths 4024. Today we have set our hearts to solve a paper 1 of this subject, and we have selected October-November 2011 1-2 paper. This paper has the time allowed for this paper is 2 hours, and the scientific or any calculator is not allowed in this paper. So you will work without calculator in this paper. So let's start today's paper. So the paper is showing up on your screen. October-November 2011 1-2 paper 1. So let's start. Question number 1, it's A part. He says evaluate 2 whole 3 by 4 minus 1 whole 7 by 9. First of all, these are two fractions and we want to subtract them. So what we will do, we will convert them into improper fractions. And so for 2s are 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 by 4 minus 9 ones are 9, 9 plus 7, that will be 16, 16 by 9. So we will write them first of all in the improper fraction form, and then we will subtract these two fractions. So 11 by 4 minus 16 by 9. And because they have different denominators, so we will take their LCM. I will try to make the denominator same. For this purpose, the first fraction, its numerator, denominator, both will be multiplied with the 9, and the second fraction, both the numerator and the denominator, they will be multiplied with the 4. So you will have 99 minus 64 divided by the whole thing divided by 36. That will be 35 by 36. 35 by 36 is the right answer, sir. So 35 by 36 is the right answer. Okay, so we are going to the question number 1. It's B part, a 1-mark question. He says 0.7 minus 0.1 multiply 3. According to the board mass, first of all, we will multiply. So 0.7 minus 0.1 multiply 3. So it will become 0.3, 0.7 minus 0.3. And then you will subtract from 0.7. You will subtract the 0.3 and you will get 0.4. So 0.4 is the answer, which is right. So we are going to the next question. He says Ali and Ben share $30 such that Ali's share ratio of Ben's share is 3:2. So calculate the Ali's share. Okay, so very simple. What will be the sum of the ratio? That will be 3 plus 2, that will be 5. Ali's share out of that 5 is 3. So 3 by 5 of the total money. That is what Ali gets. So Ali will get 3 by 5. And so here we have used the method that out of 5, Ali gets 3. Out of 30, how much Ali gets? That's X. So cross multiply, so it will be 5X equals to 3 and 30, that's 90. So X will be that 5 will go on the other side, it will divide. So X will be equals to $18. So X will be $18. The answer is right. Question number 2 is B part. Write the following terms in order of the size starting from the smallest. Okay, so you can compare these three and you can decide which one is the smallest. And but to compare them, it's important that they should all be in the same unit. So for this purpose, either convert all of them into minutes or all of them into seconds. So my suggestion is convert all of them into minutes. That will become easy. Or you can convert all of them into seconds. That will be also easy. So it's up to you what you want to do. Here in the solution, I have converted all of them into seconds. And 6,500 seconds, that's already in seconds. 110 minutes, to convert 110 minutes into second, you multiply it with the 60, because in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. So when you multiply 110 with the 60, you get 6600 seconds. And 1 whole 3 by 4 hours, and that means 7 by 4 hours. So in 1 hour, there are 3600 seconds. So just multiply it with 3600, you will get how many seconds are there. So 7 into 900, and that will be 6300 seconds. So now very easily you can compare. You see that these are 6300 seconds. So that's the smallest. So this will be on the A position, and then 6500 seconds, that will be on the B position. And then we will have this 6600 seconds. And when you write the answer, you will write the original form in the original with the original units. Okay. So 1 whole 3 by 4 hours is the first, that's the smallest time. Then 6500 seconds, and then 110 minutes. Hopefully you understand. Remember this order. So our answer is right. So we are going to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is question number 3, and it's A part. Exactly 9 liters of liquid filled 60 identical bottles. How many liters filled 40 of these bottles? So 9 liter can fill 60 bottles. To fill 40 bottles, how much liquid is required? So very simple. It's a method. It's a proportion question. So 9 liters are good for 60 bottles. So for 40 bottles, how much liquid is required? So suppose that's X. So it will be 9 by X equals to 60 by 40. Then cross multiply. 60X is equals to 360. And X will be equals to 360 divided by 60. And that will be 6 liter. So answer is 6 liters. So question number 3, A part, 6 liter is the right answer, sir. Okay, so then he says, how many of these bottles are filled using 750 ml of the liquid? Here in this question, the only problem is that here the unit they have used for the liquid is milliliter, and here the unit is 9 liter. So that's the only problem. They should be in the same unit. So because in 1 liter there are 1000 ml, and so 750 ml means 0.75 liters. So again, use the method of proportion, bottles and liters. So 60 bottles require 9 liters. So X bottles will require 0.75 liter. So you can write them in the form of their ratios. 60 by X is equals to 9 divided by 0.75. So cross multiply. When the 60 will multiply with the 0.75, you get 45. So 9X is equals to 45. So X will be equals to 45 divided by 9. And that will be 5 bottles. So it will require 5 bottles. 5 bottles. So 5 bottles, question number 3, B part, 5 bottles is the right answer, sir. Okay, so let's go to the next part. Here we go. It is given, that's question number 4. It is given that f of x is equals to 3 plus x and the whole thing divided by 2. Find f inverse, f of minus 3. So f of minus 3 means that in that formula, in that function, wherever is the x, substituted with minus 3. So very simple, wherever is the x, just substitute it with minus 3. So here we go. You can see that f of minus 3 will be 3 plus bracket minus 3 bracket close, whole thing divided by 2. So 3 minus 3 will be 0 divided by 2, and that will be 0. So my answer is 0. So our answer is right. Okay. So the next thing they are asking is find the f inverse of x. So this is the formula of that f of x, that function, and we want to find out if it's inverse. So we will suppose let f of x equals to y, and so that means if the f will go on the other side, x will become x is equals to f inverse of y. So in the place of, I will take this thing, f of x equals to y. In the place of f of x, I will put its formula. So y is equals to 3 plus x by 2. From here, I will make x the subject of the formula. So 2y is equals to 3 plus x. So x will be equals to 2y minus x. In the place of x, the place of this x, I will put this value, which is f inverse of y is equals to 2y minus x minus 3. So then I will change the variable. So f inverse of x will be equals to 2x minus 3. f inverse of x will be equal to 2x minus 3. So that is question number 4, and it's B part. This is how you will find the inverse. 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3 is the right answer, sir. You can see, look at this answer. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is question number 4. He says, express the number 0.0000042 in the standard form. So I will move this decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 steps to the right, and this number will become 4.2 expo minus 5. So this is what we are going to do. So it will be 4.2 expo minus 5, or in other words, some people say 4.2 into 10 to the power minus 5. 4.2 expo minus 5 is the right answer, sir. Simple, straightforward 1 mark question. B part, he says 7 expo minus 3 multiply 3 expo 9, giving your answer in the standard form. Okay, so this is the multiplication. So this number 7 will multiply with the 3. You get 21, and expo minus 3 when multiplied with the expo 9, you will get 10 raised to power 9 minus 3, that will be 6. 10 raised to power 6. So you will have 21, you will have 21 into 10 raised to power plus 6. And because this is not the standard form, this number should be more than 1 and less than 10. This number should be more than 1 and less than 10. This is 21, so this is not right. So I will move this decimal 1 step to the left. When the decimal moves 1 step to the left, the power is added. In the exponent, the power is added. So you will get 2.1 into 10 raised to power 6 plus 1. So you will have 2.1 expo 7. 2.1 expo 7 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question is coming up on your screen. Is question number 6. He says, solve the inequality. So here we have an inequality, 2 bracket 4 minus x bracket close less than x minus 10. So I will open this bracket, and we will try to make the x alone on one side of the inequality. So you will have a 2 bracket 4 minus x bracket close less than x minus 10. It will be 8 minus 2x less than x minus 10. So it will be 8 plus 10 less than 3x, because when I take this minus 2x to the other side, it will add there. So x plus 2x, that will be 3x. So 18 is less than 3x. This 3, which is multiplying with the x, it will go to the other side. When it will go to the other side, it will divide. So you will have 18 divided by 3 less than x. So 6 less than x. So that means x is greater than 6. X is greater than 6. The crocodile's mouth is towards x, so which means x is greater than 6. Our answer is right. Question number 6, it's a B part. He says, find the smallest integer n such that 3n is greater than minus 17. So very simple. N, I will first of all make n alone in this inequality, and then I will draw a number line, and I will try to show this on the number line. So this 3 will go to the other side. So n is greater than minus 17 by 3. So n is greater than minus 5 whole 2 by 3. So I will show this answer, this solution on the number line. So here I have made a number line here. Minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. On the other side, I will minus 6, minus 7. My solution, n is greater than minus 5 whole 2 by 3. So minus 5 whole 2 by 3 will be here somewhere. So suppose it is here. So my solution, because it's greater, n value is greater than this, so it will be an arrow towards the right side, because I have numbers here which are more than minus 5 whole 2 by 3. So in this, when I shared this solution, so what is the smallest integer in this solution? That is minus 5. So n is minus 5. N is minus 5. So yeah, our answer is right. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question is question number 7. He says, it's A part. He says, evaluate 4 raised to power 0 minus 4 raised to power minus 2. Anything raised to power 0, that means 1. So 4 raised to power 0 means 1. 4 raised to power minus 2, the negative exponent we have here. So I will reciprocate the base, and the power will become positive. Or in other words, you can say I can take this 4 raised to power minus 2 in the denominator, and the power will become positive. So let me show you how this is done. Okay, so 4 raised to power 0, that's 1 minus, and 4 raised to power minus 2, because the power is negative, so I will take it in the denominator, and the power will become positive. So you will have 1 by 4 square. So it will become 16. 4 square is 16. So, and so 1 minus 1 by 16. Then I will, because these are two fractions which are subtracting, so I will make their denominator same. So for that purpose, I will multiply numerator, denominator both with the 16 in the first fraction. So you will have, now you will have 16 minus 1 divided by 16. That's 15 by 16. Question number 7, A part, 15 by 16 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so we are going to the next part. Question number 7 is B part. It says simplify, bracket 2x squared, bracket close, raised to power 3. This raised to power 3 is for both the members in this bracket. So this cube is for 2, this cube is also for x squared. So we will give them both separately this power. So you will have 2 raised to power 3 multiply x squared raised to power 3. This will 2 cube, 2 multiply 2, that will be 8. And the power of the power multiplies, that's the rule. So 2 will multiply with the 3, and that will become 6. So your final answer will be 8x raised to power 6. So let's check. Question number 7, 8x raised to power 6. That's the right answer, sir. Okay, so here we go. Question number 8. The first 4 terms of a sequence are 55, 53, 49, 41. The nth term of this sequence is 57 minus 2 raised to power n. The nth term of this sequence is already given. It says calculate the 5th term. That's the A part. Calculate the 5th term of this sequence. Its nth term is given. That's 57 minus 2 raised to power n. So if you want to find out the 5th term, in the place of n, substitute 5, because I want to find out the 5th term. And n means the number of the term. And so 57 minus 2 raised to power 5. 2 raised to power 5 means 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. So that will be 32. So 57 minus 2 raised to power 5, 57 minus 32, and that will be 25. So 25, the 5th term is 25. Now, so we are going to next term. He says write down the nth term of the sequence, 56, 55, 52, 45. So see, here I'm not going to use any particular formula. Here I'm going to do it with the help of the pattern. So I will try to find out the pattern between this sequence and this sequence. Here you can see in 55 I added 1, I got 56. In 53 I added 2, I got 55. In 49 I added 3, I got 52. In 41 I added 4, I got 45. So that's the pattern. So you can see here I have tried to show that pattern. In 55 you add 1, in 53 you add 2, in 49 you add 3, in 41 you add 4. So the number which you are adding, that's 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. I can find the pattern, I can find the nth term for that number which you are adding, and to get from this sequence to this sequence. Okay, so because this is 1, 2, 3, and 4, so that's an arithmetic sequence. And in the arithmetic sequence, the next term you get by adding up a certain number. So the thing which you are adding, that's increasing by 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So A plus D bracket n minus 1, that's the formula for finding the nth term of a sequence, arithmetic sequence. So 1 plus 1 into n minus 1, where the A means the first term of the sequence, and D means the common difference. So the common difference is 1, the first term is also 1. So 1 plus 1 bracket n minus 1, so that will be 1 plus n minus 1. And the final answer will be n. So the nth term for this sequence is the nth term of this sequence plus this number which is added. So you will have 57 minus 2 raised to power n plus n. So this is a little tricky question. Question number 8 is B part. So 57, and here this answer, our answer is right. Question number 9 is a part. It says each interior angle of a regular polygon is P times each exterior angle. Find an expression in terms of P for an exterior angle. So suppose that the external angle is X and the internal angle is PX. So suppose that the external angle is X, the internal angle will be PX, because he said that the internal angle is P times the external angle. The sum of the adjacent internal and external angle is always 180. So the PX plus X will be equals to 180. So X will, if you take X common, so you will have bracket P plus 1 and equals to 180. So X will be equals to 180 divided by P plus 1. So the external angle will be equals to 180 divided by P plus 1. That's what you supposed. 180 divided by P plus 1 is the right answer, sir. Then the question is number of the sides of the polygon. You know, the external angle, that is always, that's a universal truth, that the external angle is 360 divided by n. That is for the regular polygon. External angle is equals to 360 divided by n. So the n will be equals to 360 divided by the external angle. And in my previous part, I have found that the external angle is equals to 180 divided by, and in the denominator we have P plus 1. So n will be equals to 360 divided by 180 divided by P plus 1. So when you write this fraction, bring it upstairs. When you bring it upstairs, this fraction will flip, it will reciprocate. And so you have 360 into P plus 1 divided by 180. 180 and 360 will be cancelled. That will be 2 into, in the bracket we have P plus 1. So you will have 2P plus 2. So the number of the sides will be 2P plus 2. So this is how you will do question number 19, B part. Question number 19 is a little tricky question. The Venn diagram, question number 10. The Venn diagram shows the universal set and the set B, A, and C are two sets such that. So the Venn diagram shows the universal set and the set B, A and C are two sets such that A union B is equals to B. When A union B is equals to B, that means that the A is inside the circle B, and A intersection B is not equals to B. That means that the common portion between the A and B is not equals to B. So it means that A is a smaller circle. A is a circle which is inside the circle B, and it is smaller, it is less than the B. Then he says A intersection C is, this is called empty set. It means that there's nothing common between A and C. And then he says B intersection C is not empty. So it means there is something common between B and C. Draw the set A and C. Here you will draw A and the C will be here somewhere, or you can write it like this. It's up to you. So here you can see that we have drawn them. So this is B, A is inside, C is also here, C is also here, but the C has nothing common with the A, and the A and the common between the B and C is not empty. I have made this one. Question number 11, he says, by writing each number correct to the two significant figures, estimate correct to the one significant figure, the value of. This is written here 110, and then you have minus 110.94 minus 0.2034 multiply 368.62, and we have a square root on it. It's the question on the estimation. That's question. This is, and it's of 2 marks. Okay. So 110.94 in two decimal places, it will be 110. 0.2034, it will be 0.20, and 368.62 in two significant figures, it will be 370. So 110, first of all, I will do the multiplication. So 0.2 multiply 37 and 0. So that will be 74. 74. This is 74. By mistake, I have tried to cut it, but it's not. So it's 74. So 110 minus 74, it will be 36. So you take the square root of the 36, and that will be 6. 6 is the right answer. The length of a rectangle is 8 centimeter. It is increased by 150%. Calculate the new length. Okay. So first of all, I will have to find out what is the 150% of 8, and then I will add that into the. So 150% of 84, and that will be 12 centimeters. So the new length will be 8 plus 12, and that will be 20 centimeter. So 20 centimeter is the right answer, sir. Y is inversely proportional to X. The table shows some values of X and Y. Find the value of the P. Okay, so I will use this X value, this Y value, and I will try to find out the value of the K. So Y is inversely proportional to X. So Y is proportional to 1 by X, and Y is equals to K by X. So Y is equals to K by X. So the value of the K will be Y is 20, the X is 3, so the K will be 3 into 20, and that will be 60. So the formula will become Y is equals to 60 by X. The formula will become 60 by X. Now you want to find this P value. The X is 4 and the Y is P. So the X is 4, the Y is P. So that will be 60 by 4, and that will be 15. So it means P value is 15. The P value is 15. So our A part is right. Then the question is, find the value of the Q. That's a 1 mark question. The Q is X, and the Y for this is 5. So I will apply the formula. So Y is equal to 60 by X. The Y value is 5, and so 5 is equals to 60 by X. So 5X is equals to 60. So X will be equals to 60 divided by 5, and X will be equals to 12. So the Q value, that Y value was Q, and that will be 12. The Q value will be 12. Okay, so our answer is right. Then the C part is, they say express M in terms of N. M in terms of N. Okay. So very simple, just put these values there. So the formula is Y is equals to 60 by X. The M is, the Y is M, and the X is N. So M is equals to K by N. So the M is 60. Sorry, the K is 60. So the M is equals to 60 divided by N. 60 divided by N. 60 divided by N. So our answer is right. Question number 14, he says in the diagram, the point A, B, C, and D lie on the circle, center O. The BAD is 47. Find the BOD. Okay. So if you look at this chord BD, the chord BD, the points of the chord went to the circle center. So if BOD is formed, the ends of this chord, they are taken to the circumference, and the angle formed is 47. You know, the property is that the angle at the center is 2 times angle at the circumference. So the BOD will be equals to 2 multiply 47. And so the BOD will be equals to 2 multiply 47. The reason is angle at the center is equals to 2 times angle at the circumference. So you will have 2 into 47, that will be 94. So the BOD angle is 94. The BOD angle is 94. So our answer is right. Then the question is find the BCD. So BCD. If you look at this diagram, look at this ABCD, ABCD, ABCD. You see, they are making a quadrilateral, and all the vertices of this quadrilateral, they are on the circumference. So such a quadrilateral is called a cyclic, or some people call it cyclic. It's a cyclic quadrilateral, and the sum of the opposite internal angles of the cyclic quadrilateral is 180. So we call this property, we say properly that the sum of the angles in the opposite segment are supplementary. So the BCD and the 47, their sum will be 180. The reason is angles in the opposite segment are supplementary. So the BCD angle is question. So the BCD plus the BAD, that will be equals to 180. The reason is the angles in the opposite segment are supplementary. So the BCD plus 47 is equals to 180. So the BCD will be equals to 180 minus 47, and that will be 133. So the BCD angle is 133. So that our answer is right. Then they will ask you find the OBD. OBD. If you look at this triangle carefully, the OB is the radius, the OD is also the radius. So the OBD triangle is an isotriangle. So once you know this angle is I think 133. Yeah, 133. The BOD angle, is 133. These two angles, they will be the base angles of an isotriangle, and they are equal to each other. So suppose this is alpha, this is 133. So 133 plus alpha will be equals to 180, because this is the BOD triangle is an isotriangle. So here we go. The OBD is question. The OBD is the triangle OBD is isotriangle. So suppose that those base angles are alpha. So alpha plus let me see. Sorry, I said during my somewhere I said this angle is 133. This is 94. Okay, so the alpha plus 94 is equals to 180. So 2 alpha is equals to 180 minus 94. So the alpha will be equals to 86 divided by 2. So the alpha will be 43. So the angle OBD is 43. The OBD is 43. So when I was talking in the explanation of this question, I sometimes said this angle is 133. This angle is not 133. 133 was this angle. This angle is double of the 47, that is 94. So by mistake, I said this is 133. Not the BOD angle is 94. So mark this mistake. I made this mistake. Okay, so we are done with this question. So we are going to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is question number 15. He says, in a survey, some people were asked which of the 3 songs labeled A, B, and C they liked more, they liked best. The diagram shows part of a pie chart illustrating the results. The angle of the sector that represents the people who liked C best is 168. Complete the pie chart. Okay, so the angle C is 168. So you will put your compass here. You put your compass here in such a way that the crosshair of the compass, they should be on this. The 0 of the compass should be here. Then from here, start counting. And wherever you find 168, put a mark here. then join it like this. So this is how you will complete the pie chart, and I hope you can see this. So I put a compass here in such a way that the center, the crosshair of the compass is here, and the 0 is here. From here, I started counting. When I found 168, I put a dot here. Then I joined this line. So this is the sector C. This is sector B. So the pie chart is completed. What he says? You have to draw that line at the correct angle. So we are going to the next part. That's question number 15. It's B part. He says, expressing your answer in its lowest terms, find the fraction of the people in the survey who liked C the best. So because the data is represented on the pie chart, and here the total is represented with 360 degrees. Out of those 360 degrees, the C is 168 degrees. So if you want to represent this in the form of the fraction, so the C is 168 degree out of 360 degrees. So that's the fraction. And then you can simplify it, okay? So I suppose that 168 out of 360 and cut it with the 2. You will get 84 by 180. Then again cut with the 2. You get 42 by 90. Again cut with the 2. You get 21 by 45. Then cut both with the 3. So you get 7 by 15. So 7 by 15 is the right answer, sir. 7 by 15 is the right answer, sir. Given that 30 people liked A best, calculate the number of people in the survey. Okay, so the A is represented by 45, so I can use the method of proportion. People and angle, 30 people means 45 degree angle. And I think I'm saying the right thing. Angle is 45, yeah. 30 people means 45 degrees. So for the whole thing, how many people are in the survey? That is represented with a 360 degrees. So 360 means how many people? So that's 30 by x equals to 45 by 360. So cross multiply. So x will be equals to 30 multiply 360 divided by 45. So that will be 30 into 8, and that will be 240. So in the survey, there are 240 people. 240 people, yeah. The distribution of the length of time taken by an engineer to repair some washing machine is given in the table, okay? So 1 to 3 hours, K people will take K, and 3 to 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours, 4, and 5 to 8, 3. So their question, the histogram represents some of this information. So here the histograms are represented, here the time is represented, here the frequency density is given. So 1 to 3 is histogram is here. So if you want to find out his frequency, which is K here, so just simply find the area of this rectangle. The area of this rectangle on the frequency density graph, that is equals to the frequency. So its length is 2, its width is 2. So 2 multiplied 2, that will be 4. So the K value will be 4. The K value will be, the value of the K will be the area of this rectangle, which is 2 multiplied 2. So that will be 4. So the K value is 4. That's the A part. He says complete the histogram. So we want to complete the histogram. So completing the histogram is simple. You see, only these two are not 4 to 5. 4 to 5. You know the formula for the frequency density is frequency divided by the class width. So the class width for this is 1. The class width for this is 3. This minus this, this minus this, this minus this. So frequency divided by class width. That's the formula for the frequency density. Frequency divided by the class width. Frequency divided by the class width. The frequency is 4 divided by the class width. That's 1. So you got 4. So 4 to 5, this rectangle will be 4, up to 4 high. And this rectangle from 5 to 8, its frequency density will be frequency divided by class width, 3 divided by 3. That will be 1. So the frequency density for 5 to 8 will be 1. So I'll draw a rectangle here, which is 1 centimeter high, and it goes from 5 to 8. So this is how you will complete this histogram. So our answers are right. So question number 17, he says the length of a side of a square is given as 57 millimeter, correct, to the nearest millimeter. Write down the upper bound for the length of the side. So because the length is 57 millimeter, and this is correct to 1 millimeter, so divide 1 millimeter with the 2, you get 0.5 millimeter, and right with it write plus minus. So in your main length, add this, you get the upper bound, and from the main length, subtract this, you get the lower bound. So I will divide the 1 millimeter with 2, and then I will add it and I will subtract it. So 1 millimeter divided by 2, that will be 0.5 millimeter. So the main reading is 57 millimeter. If you add 0.5 here, so you get 57.5 millimeter, which is the upper bound. From the main reading, subtract this, you get the lower bound, 56.57 minus 0.5, that will be 56.5 millimeter. Their question was, what is the upper bound of the length? So that will be 57.5 millimeter. 57.5 millimeter is the right answer, sir. Then the question is the question number 17 is B part. Giving your answer in centimeters, calculate the upper bound for the perimeter of the square. So the perimeter of the square is 4L, and because we want the upper bound of the perimeter, so formula is 4L. So the length, its upper bound will be taken. So the perimeter is 4 multiply the length, and I want the upper bound of the perimeter. So the length is upper bound, it will be taken. So the perimeter will be equals to 4 into 57.5, and that will be 230 millimeter. So in centimeters, if you want to convert the millimeter into centimeter, you will divide with the 10. So decimal will move one step to the left, and so P will be equals to 23 centimeter. P will be 23 centimeters. So our answer is right. So that was question number 17. And now we are going to the next question. And that next question is question number 18. So, my dear students, we are now on question number 18. Renata went on a journey that took 7 whole 1/2 hours. A part, the journey started at 22:48 on Monday. At what time on Tuesday did it finish? Okay, so started at 22:48 on Monday, and the journey took that was the departure time. The journey time is 7 whole 1/2 hours. 1/2 hours mean 30 minutes. Remember that. 1/2 hours mean 30 minutes. So 7 hours and 30 minutes will be added in the departure time, and you will get the arrival time. So 22:48, in it, you will add 7:30. And so 48 plus 30, it will be 78. And when you add 22 into 7, that you get 29. So 78 minutes. Out of this, 60 minutes mean 1 hour. So I will take 60 minutes and I will add here in 1 hour in the hours. So you got 30 hours and 18 minutes. And from 30 hours, 18 minutes, because 30 hours, because you have went into the next day, which is Tuesday. And so from there, subtract 24. So you will get 6:18 on Tuesday. 6:18. So our answer is right, sir. B part of question number 18. In the first part of the journey, Renata traveled 150 kilometers in 5 hours. She traveled at an average speed of 20 kilometers per hour for the rest of the journey. So the total time for the journey was 7 hours, 7.5 hours. So there are two parts of the journey, and one part is of 5 hours. The next part is of obviously 2.5 hours. And in the first part, she traveled 150 kilometers. In the second part, we know the speed, that's 20 kilometers per hour, and she has traveled for 2.5 hours because the total time for the journey is 7.5 hours. So 5 hours for the first part and 2.5 hours for the second part. And in the second part, the speed is 20 kilometers per hour. So we can find the distance traveled in the second part. The question is calculate her average speed for the whole journey. The average speed for the whole journey is the total distance traveled divided by the total time taken. So I will find out what is the distance traveled in my second part. So in my second part, the speed is 20 kilometers per hour and the time is 2.5 hours. So the distance traveled in the second part will be speed multiplied time. That will be 20 multiplied 2.5. So that is 20 multiplied 25 by 10. I have removed the decimal here. So it will be 2 into 25, and that will be 50 kilometers. So the distance traveled in second portion is 50 kilometers. Their question is, what is the average speed of the whole journey? So the average speed of the whole journey is the total distance traveled by the total time. Total distance traveled will, in the first portion, you have covered 150 kilometers. In the second portion, you have covered 50 kilometers. So it will be 150 plus 50. And when you will do this, you will get the total distance will be 200 and the total time is 7.5. So when you remove the decimals, you will have 200 divided by 75 multiplied 10. So it will be 2, if you cancel it with the 25 table. So it will be 8 by 3 into 10. So you will have 80 by 3, which means 26 whole, and which mean 26 whole 2 by 3. 2 by 3 means 0 0.666. So you can say 26.7 kilometer per hour is the right answer, sir. So hopefully you understand 26 whole 2 by 3 is the right answer. So this is your answer. Question number 19, and it's a question on simultaneous equations. So it's a 3 marks question, and he says, solve the simultaneous equation. So here you have 2x plus 3y equals to 0, x plus 4y equals to minus 15. So you can multiply this second equation with the 2, and then from the first equation subtract this, you will get so here you see first of all, I will multiply the second equation with the 2 and I will subtract it from the first equation. So 2x plus 3y in the bracket minus 2 bracket x plus 4y bracket close. It's left side multiplying with the 2 and 0 minus 2 into minus 15. So you will have 2x plus 3y minus 2x minus 8y equals to 30. So 2x minus 2x, they are cancelled. So 3y minus 8y, that will be minus 5y equals to 30. So the y will be 30 divided by minus 5. So y will be equals to minus 6. Then we will have x plus 4y equals to minus 15. And x plus 4 into minus 6. And that will be equals to minus 16. I put this value in my, you can say second equation. You can put it in the first equation. There's no problem. So x minus 24 equals to minus 15. So x will be equals to minus 15 plus 24, x will be equals to 9. So the value of the y is minus 6 and the value of the x is 9. So our answers are, sir, right. They are perfectly Good. So we are going to the next question. The next question is question number 20. He says here we have two triangles. The triangle ABC and the triangle XYZ are similar. The angle ABC and the angle XYZ, they are equal, and these two triangles are similar. So the angle BAC is equals to X, the angle YZX is Y, where X and Y, they are not equal to each other. So the AB is 3 centimeter, XY is 4 centimeter, and the YZ is 5 centimeter. Express the angle ABC in terms of X and Y. Okay, so angle A and the angle X here, the angle at the A and the angle at the X, they are equal to each other. And the angle at the B and the angle at the Y, they are equal to each other. And the angle at the C is equal to the angle at the Z. So this angle is also Y. So this plus Y, X plus Y plus ABC, that will be equals to 180. So I can find the ABC angle in the terms of, in the terms of X and Y, very simple. Okay, so let me show you the solution here, and here we go. The angle ABC plus the angle BAC plus the BCA equals to 180 because the sum of the internal angles of the triangle is equals to the 180. So the ABC plus X plus Y will be equals to 180. So the ABC will be equals to 180 minus X minus Y. Simple and straightforward. So this is the right answer, sir. Okay, so we are going to the next question, and the next question is question number 20, and it's B part. He says, find the BC. They want us to find the BC. So if you want to find out the BC, you see, we can easily find the BC. So AB divided by XY, because they are similar, so the ratio of the sides will be equal to each other. So the AB divided by the XY equals to BC divided by the YZ equals to AC divided by the XZ. You see, I can write these fractions by the name. From the name, I can write these fractions because they are similar. So AB by XY is equals to BC by YZ equals to AC by XZ. AB is 3, the XY is 4, the BC is question, and the YZ is 5. So cross multiply, so 4 times BC will be 3 into 5, and the BC will be 15 divided by 4, and it will be 3 whole 3 by 4. 3 whole 3 by 4. 3 whole 3 by 4 is the right answer, sir. I hope you understand. Then the question is, write down the area of the triangle ABC and the area of the triangle XYZ, because both these triangles, they are similar to each other. So the ratio of their areas will be equals to the square of the ratio of their sides. A1 by A2 is equals to L1 by L2 whole square. This is the formula which most of my students remember, because these two triangles are similar. So the area of the triangle ABC divided by the area of the triangle XYZ, that will be 3 by 4 whole square. These are the ratio of their sides. We have done this in the previous question, previous part, I mean. So it will, when you take a square, it will be 9 by 16. So 9 by 16 is the answer. 9 by 16. So these two triangles are similar to each other. The ratio of their areas is equals to the square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. So we are on the question number 21. Here a speed time graph is given. On the y-axis, the speed is represented, and on the x-axis, the time is represented, which is in seconds, and the speed is in meter per second. Here a speed time graph is shown. The total time for this journey is 100. So their question is, the diagram is the speed time graph for the last 100 seconds of a train's journey. A part, calculate the train's retardation during the last 10 seconds of the journey. and it's a 1-mark question. So if you want to find out the retardation here, it's a speed time graph. The gradient of the speed time graph will be equal to the acceleration or the retardation or the deceleration. So I will take 2 points on this line where the speed is going down in the last 10 seconds. This point, its coordinates are 90, 50. This point here, its coordinates are 100, 0, and I find the gradient. The gradient will be equal to the retardation. That's the strategy. So I have taken 2 points, 90, 50 and 100, 0. So I will find the gradient. The formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So it will be 0 minus 50, and in the denominator you will have 100 minus 90. So it will be minus 50 by 10, and it will be minus 5 meter per second square. But because you use the word retardation, so when you will write your final answer, you will not put a negative sign there, because retardation means negative acceleration. So retardation is 5 meter per second square. Question number 21, A part. So our answer is right. Okay, so we are going to the next part. That's the B part. He says calculate the distance traveled in the 100 seconds. So if you want, and it's how much marks? It has 2 marks. B part, question number 921, B part. So if you want to find out the distance traveled in the 100 seconds, you will find the area under the speed time graph. And the area under the speed time graph will be equals to the distance traveled. So I will draw a line here. So it will become a trapezium, and it will be a right angle triangle. Find the area of this trapezium, find the area of this right angle triangle, add them up, and that will give you the total distance traveled. So the distance traveled will be equals to the area 1 plus the area 2. Area 1 is a trapezium, and the area 2 is a right angle triangle. So formula for the area of the trapezium is 1 by 2 into the height into sum of the parallel sides, plus 1 by 2 into the base into the height. So 1 by 2 into the height of the trapezium is 90. One parallel side is 20, the other parallel side is 50. And the area of the triangle will be 1 by 2 into the base is 10 and the height is 50. So 1 by 2 into 90 into 70 plus 500 divided by 2. So it will be 6300 divided by 2 plus 250. So this will be 3150 plus 250. And my final answer will be 3400 meter. 3400 meter is the right answer. That's how you do question number 21. It's B part. So question number 22, and it's A part. Here are matrix A is given. There is 4 minus 2 minus 1 1, and the B matrix is minus 3 2 minus 1 and 4. So the first question is find 2A minus B. That's the A part of question number 22. It's a 2 marks question. Very simple, straightforward question. You simply have to put the values of these matrices here. So 2 and matrix 4 minus 2 minus 1 and 1 minus, and B is minus 3 2 minus 1 4. So when this 2 will multiply with all the members in this matrix, so you will have 8 minus 4 minus 2 and 2 minus, and here you will have minus 3 2 minus 1 and 4. So 8 minus minus 3, it will become 8 plus 3, minus 4 minus 2, minus 4 minus 2, minus 2 minus minus 1, it will become minus 2 plus 1, 2 minus 4, it will be 2 minus 4, 8 plus 3 is 11, minus 4 minus 2, that will be minus 6, minus 2 plus 1, that will be minus 1, 2 minus 4, and that will be minus 2. So our answer looks good. 11 minus 6 minus 1 minus 2. Okay. 11 minus 6 minus 1 minus 2. That is the right answer, sir. I hope you understand. It's a very simple question on matrices. Matrix. Okay, so the B part, he says find the A inverse. A matrix is this. They want me to find its inverse, and it is of 2 marks. Whenever you want to find out the inverse of a matrix, you have to find out the determinant of that matrix, and then you have to find the adjoint of that matrix. And once you have found all these things, then you can find the A inverse. The formula for the inverse is 1 by A determinant into adjoint of A. So the A determinant will be 4 into 1 minus 1 into minus 2. That will be 4 minus 2, and that will be 2. Adjoint will be, you will change the position of along this diagonal, and you will change the sign along this diagonal. So it will be 1, 2, 1, 4. So A inverse will be 1 by A determinant into adjoint of A. So 1 by 2 into 1, 2, 1, 4. So divide all these members with 1 by 2. You get 1 by 2, 1, 1 by 2, and 2. So this is how I have found the A inverse. Hopefully you understand. Let me show you my answers. Minus 1 by 2, 1, 1 by 2, 2. So my dear students, the answer is right. Okay, so this is how this is done. Let me show you the question again. Okay, so the matrix A was this. Okay, so this is how you do question number 22 and its B part. Okay, question number 23, A part factorize. Very simple. Two perfect squares and a negative between them. It's the difference of two perfect squares. 9x squared minus 1. So this is 3x whole square minus 1 square. So we can write it, this is a square minus b square, that is equals to a plus b, a minus b. So it will become 3x plus 1 in one bracket and 3x minus 1 in the other bracket. Very simple, straightforward factorization. Question number 23. So our answer is right. Okay, so the next question, the B part, that's a 3 marks question. He says, solve the equation. Okay. He says 2y squared plus 29y minus 15 equals to 0. So I will multiply the extreme terms. I'm going to try the midterm breaking. I will multiply the extreme terms. You get 30y squared. I will write the factors of the 30. And you can see here I've written the factors of 30. 1 into 30, 2 into 15, 3 into 10, 5 into 6. With the third term, you have a negative sign. So I will write here subtract. So I have to choose a pair in here, from here, which by multiplication will give me 30 and which by subtraction will give me 29, positive 29. So because I want positive 29 by subtraction, so with the larger number, I will write positive, and with the smaller number, I will write negative. These are the rules of this game. So I write the midterm breaking here. So 2y squared minus 1y plus 30y minus 15 equals to 0. From the first two terms, I can take the y common. So bracket 2y minus 1 in the bracket. From the last two terms, I can take plus 15 common. So you are left with 2y minus 1 in this bracket equals to 0. So now this bracket 2y minus 1 in both the terms is common. So take it common from here. In the other bracket, you will have y. From here, you will have plus 15 in the other bracket. So you can see these two brackets, they are multiplying with each other and their answer is 0. So that means either the first bracket is 0 or the second bracket is 0. So I write 2y minus 1 is equals to 0. So 2y minus 1 is equals to 0. So 2y is equals to 1. So y will be equals to 1 by 2. Then we have y plus 15 equals to 0. So y will be equals to minus 15. So I got two answers. One is minus 15, the other one is 1 by 2, minus 15 and 1 by 2. So this is how you get this answer. So the next question is question number 24. He says the table shows the number of goals scored by 40 football teams during one weekend. So here we have number of goals, 0 goal, 1 goal, 2 goal, 3, 4, 5, 6 goal. 0 goal is 16 teams, 1 goal, 6 teams, 2 goals, 6 teams, 3 goals, 6 teams, 4 goals, 4 teams, 5 goals, 0 team, 6 goals, 2 teams. Their question is find the mod. This upper one is called X, the lower one is called F, which means frequency. How many times something happens, that is called the frequency. The mod is that value of the X who has the highest frequency. The highest frequency here is 16. And the value of the X on the 16 is 0. So the mod is 0. The mod is 0. Okay, so the mod is 0. Our answer is right. Then the question is find the median. For finding the median, I will find the CF. We call it cumulative frequency. The first frequency, sorry, will be written as it is. Then we will add up the next one. In the answer, we will add up the next one. In the answer, we will add up the next one. This is how you find the cumulative frequency. So this table is already in your paper, and I'm writing here the cumulative frequency. So that 16 will come as it is. Then 16 plus 6, that's 22. 22 plus 6, 28. 28 plus 6, 34. 34 plus 6, 38. 38 plus 0, 38. 38 plus 2, that will be 40. So because the sum of the frequencies or the last number on the cumulative frequency is 40, so which is an even number. So in the data, there will be two numbers in the middle, and those two numbers are median. Their average will be the median. So those two numbers can be found by n plus 2 by 2 and n by 2. So n means the sum of frequency, that is 40. 40 plus 2 divided by 2, that will be 21. N by 2 is 40 by 2, that's 20. So the 20th and the 21st number. 20th and the 21st number. 20th and 21st number. They are in the middle of the data. They are the median. So you add their values and you, okay. So where is the 20th and 21st number? This class, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And this class has 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 20 and 21st will be in this. Okay, so check what is the value. So the 20th number will be 1. The 21st number will be also 1. So the median will be 1 plus 1, the whole thing divided by 2. And that will be 2 by 2, and that will be 1. So the median is 1. So my dear students, I hope you understand this process, how the median in this group data is found. So the median will be 1. Okay, then their question is find the mean. And it's a 2-mark question. And in this table, you have to find the mean. The table is given, very simple. The mean, how we find the mean. You see, the finding the mean is very simple, very simple. The table is given, x value, the f value is given. We will find the f of x, fx, I mean, sorry, I said f of x. It is fx. So fx means you multiply the x and the f with each other. So 0 multiplied 16, 0, 1 multiplied 6 will be 6, 2 multiplied 6 will be 12, 3 multiplied 6 is 18, 4 multiplied 4, that's 16, 5 times 0 is 0, 6 times 2 is 12. The mean is summation fx divided by summation f. Summation fx means you add up the fx with each other. And the summation f means you add up the frequencies. So when you add up all these fx values, you get 64. And when you add all the frequency, you get 40. So 64 by 40. So it will be 16 divided by 5. So cut it with the table of, I think, 8. And you get 8 by 5. And this is 1 whole 3 by 5, which is 1.6. So the mean is 1.6. So our answers are right. So we are going to the next question. The next question on your screen is question number 25. He says the diagram shows the graph of x plus y equals to 12.5. So first of all, you have to recognize that which line this is. So it will be y equals to minus x plus 12.5. So it will be a line whose gradient will be negative and whose y-intercept will be 12.5. So this is basically BC. So BC is this line. Then there y equals to x by 4. So it's a line whose y-intercept is 0 and who has a positive slope. And so it is this line, AC. X equals to 2, it's a vertical line. So this is x equals to AB. Okay, so it's very important whenever you solve these inequality questions, you should be able to recognize, you should be able to connect the equation with the line. Okay, these graphs intersect to form a triangle ABC. The region inside the triangle ABC is defined by three inequalities. One of these inequalities is x is greater than x by 4. So the inequality of this AC line is given. The triangle ABC is above the area is above this line. That's why the crocodile's mouth is towards the Y. So their question is write down the other two inequalities. So the other two inequalities, this one and this one. Okay. So they are talking, we have to write down the inequality about these two. Okay. So very simple. So if you look at this diagram, this is that line. So the area is below this line. The area is here, the below this line. So when the area is below the inclined line, so the crocodile's back should be towards the Y because the area is below this line. And here, this is the vertical line. In the vertical line, because the area is here on the right side of the vertical line, so the crocodile's mouth should be towards the X. So it will be very simple. I hope you understand. So you can see here, we have written the inequalities. So x is greater than 2 and the x plus y is less than 12.5 because the area is below this line. So the crocodile's back is towards the y. The area is on the right side of this vertical line. So the crocodile's mouth is towards x. So let's check. So our answers are right, sir. Then the question is P. P is in the form of x comma y, so it's a coordinate, it's a point whose coordinates are given. X and y are integers. X comma y lies inside the triangle ABC. So P are all those members who are inside this triangular area and whose coordinate x and y both are integers. He says Q is in the form of 7 comma y and the y is an integer. So the Q is on this line 7. The x is 7. And it is in this triangle and the y is integer. Okay, so it can be 7 comma 2, 7 comma 3, 7 comma 4, and 7 comma 5. He says find the members of the set P that is closest to the point C. Closest to the point C will be, I think, 7 comma 3. 7 comma, sorry, I said 7. This is not 7. Sorry. I'm saying this is 7. This is 9. So this is 9. This is 9 comma 3. Sorry, this point. 9 comma 3. Sorry. 9 comma 3. 9 comma 3. This is that point. 9 comma 3. Okay. Then he says find the how many members are in the P intersection Q. So P intersection Q are these points, this point, this point, this point, this point, because they satisfy the P, they also satisfy the Q. So how many they are? One, this is 7 comma 2, 7 comma 3, 7 comma 4, and 7 comma 5. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 4 points. These are 4 points. Okay, these are 4 points. So our answer is right. This thing is a little tricky. This thing is little tricky. Okay. So here we have, here they're talking about, I think this question is about the locus. He says the question number 26. He says the diagram below shows the triangle ABC. So here you have triangle A, B, and C. And what they want? They want the point D is on the opposite side of the AC to B. So wherever you have B, this is the AC. On this side, you have the B. So the point D is here, opposite to the B. The point D is on the opposite side of the AC to the B. AD is 6 centimeter and the CD is 8 centimeter. Construct the triangle ADC. So you open your compass, try to understand my instruction which I'm giving you. AD. open your compass 6 centimeter, put the needle of the compass on the A. Technically, we say the take A as the center and draw an arc of radius 6 centimeter here. Okay. Then open your compass 8 centimeter, take C as the center, put the needle of the compass on the C and draw an arc here of 8 centimeter radius. Where these two arcs intersect each other, that is the point D. Join it with the A and join that point D with the C, and that will give you the triangle ADC. So let me show you. You see, from A, I have drawn an arc here at 6 centimeter. From C, I have drawn an arc here. You can see here, this arc, which is 8 centimeters. So they intersected here. So this is the point D. So I joined it and I joined it. So this is how this is done. I hope you understand. And then their question is, on the diagram, construct the locus of the point inside the quadrilateral ABCD that are 2.5 centimeter from AC. If you have a constant distance from a line, you will draw a line parallel to that line. So 2.5 centimeter from the line AC. So at point A, draw a circle of radius 2.5 centimeter. At point C, draw a circle of 2.5 centimeter. Then on these two circles, you see at A, I have drawn a circle of 2.5 centimeter, and on point C, I have drawn a circle of 2.5 centimeter. Then I will draw tangent to a tangent which is tangent to both the circles. So you can see this line. So this line will be parallel to the AC line, and it will be always at 2.5 centimeter distance. Another tangent can be drawn on this lower side. So this line will be also 2.5 centimeter always from the AC. I hope you understand how we draw 2.5 centimeter from AC. That will be two lines which are parallel to the AC at a constant distance of 2.5. So then their locus is equidistant from AB and BC. If you have to draw a locus of equidistant from two lines, AB and BC, you draw angle bisector. Here the common vertex is B. So I will draw the angle bisector of the angle at the B. ABC angle, I will draw its angle bisector. How you do this? ABC. So this is the angle ABC whose angle bisector I want to draw. So I will open my compass a little bit and I will draw an arc here. So when you cut this arm and here you cut this arm, put your compass here, draw an arc in the middle of this angle, and put your compass here and draw an arc in the middle of this angle. Join this point with the vertex B and draw the line. This line is the angle bisector of the angle ABC. Hopefully you understand. This is how you draw the angle bisector. Then he says the point P and the Q are 2 centimeter from AC and equidistant from AB and BC. So mark and label where these two locus intersect each other. So they intersected here at P point and they intersected here at the Q point. Then the question is measure the PQ. So we will measure P and the Q length, and that will give me how much is that length? That will be 5.7. On my paper, it is 5.7. So it's up to you. It will be 5.7. So this is that diagram. This distance with the help of the scale measure it will be 5 point. So our answers might be little different from the question given, the answer given in the marking scheme. The reason is because few of the lines were already drawn, and when we photocopy, the diagram shrinks a little bit. That's why our answers might be a little different. Okay, so now we are going to, that was the question number 26. That was a question on the locus. Now we are going on to the next question. And the next question is 27. It says the diagram shows the triangle A, B, and C. That's question number 27. He says the triangle A is mapped onto the triangle B by an anti-clockwise rotation. Write down the angle of rotation. So let me show you. So suppose Here we have, suppose this is the triangle A, and the 90 degrees here. Here is the 90 degree. So you rotated it anti-clockwise. So this has rotated anti-clockwise, and now so anti-clockwise will be something like how much? So look at it carefully. 90 degrees here. Rotated, 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 and the 90 degree comes here. So how this is possible? This is like this. So 90, 180, 270. So the angle is how much? 270 degree. If you have a set square with you, then it will be very easy. You can rotate the set square. You can put the set square here like this, like A, and then rotate it anti-clockwise and check how much degree you have to rotate it to come into the orientation of the triangle B. So that will be 270 degree. 270 degree anti-clockwise. $270. Okay. Then the question is find the coordinates of the center of the rotation. If you want to find out the coordinates of the center of the rotation, the methodology is very simple. You join the same points of the image and the object, and then you draw their perpendicular bisector. Where the perpendicular bisectors, for example, I join A with the A prime, B with, and I draw their perpendicular bisector. Then I join the B with the B prime, and I draw their perpendicular bisector. Then I join C with the C prime, and I draw their perpendicular bisector. Where the perpendicular bisectors will intersect each other, that will be the center of rotation. So you can see, let me show you. So this point and this point, this is for, suppose this is A prime. The perpendicular bisector will be this one. Okay. For example, this point and this point, they are the same. So I will draw the perpendicular bisector here, this. So where these perpendicular bisectors intersect each other, that is the center of rotation. So this is 2, 0. So the center of rotation is 2, 0. 2, 0 is the right answer. Then their question is, the triangle is mapped onto triangle C by a stretch. Write down the scale factor. So if you look at this diagram, okay, so the stretch is in this direction. The stretch is in this direction. Okay, so this side was before 2, and now this side is 1. Now it is, after the stretch, it is 2. So the stretch factor will be 2. Okay, the stretch factor will be 2. Then their question is, write down the equation of the invariant line. So if you want to find out the invariant line, it's a kind of hit and trial method. So one thing I know, that the stretch is towards the right side. So the invariant line is definitely a vertical line here. Scale factor is 2. So if this point, if the scale, it's a hit and trial method. Suppose this is the invariant line. So this point's distance from the invariant line is 1, then the distance of its image should be 2. But its distance, its image is here. So now suppose the invariant line is this one. Okay, suppose this is the invariant line. The distance of this point from here is 2. And when you double this distance, it will become 4. So its image is here. Its distance is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, right. Suppose this point, its distance from this invariant line is, suppose this is the invariant line, is 3. So when you double it, it will become 6. So if this is the invariant line, the image of this is here. So its distance is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the invariant line. So the invariant line here is x equals to -1. X equals to a -1. This, when I'm making this video, the topic of the stretch is no more in the syllabus of the O levels. But when this paper was published, this was included, the stretch was included in the syllabus. But right now, and this is right now 2022, and it's December 2022. So this is no more in the syllabus of the DMaths 4024 of the Cambridge O levels. This B part. Okay, so our answers are right. Okay, so now we are going to the next question. That is question number 28. And he says, in the diagram, F is the point on the AB where AF is equals to 1/4 of the AB, which means that this is 1 and this is AF is 1 in the ratio. FB is 3 and the AB is 4 pieces. Okay, this is ratio. Okay. E is the midpoint, so this is 1, this is 1. If A to E is Q, E to C will be also Q. So A to C will be 2Q. AE is Q and the AF is P. So this will be 3P and the total will be 4P. Their first question is find FE. F to E, I will make the bypass. F to E, I want to find out. So its bypass will be F to A to E. That is my bypass. So if you want to find out FE, its bypass will be F to A to E. That will be FE. So F to A will be -P and A to E will be Q. So FE is Q minus P. Q minus P. So our answer is right, sir. Okay. So our answer is right. Then they say BC, from B to C. So if you want to find out B to C, from B go to A, from A go to C. B to A will be -4P and A to C will be +2Q. Okay. So B to C is question. AB by AF is 4/1. That was the ratio which was given. AB will be 4 times AF. So AB will be 4P. AC by AE is 2/1. So AC is 2 times AE. So AC will be 2 into Q. The question is find BC. Its bypass will be from B go to A, from A go to C. BC will be -4P plus 2Q. So the BC will be 2Q minus 4P. 2Q minus 4P. 2Q minus 4P. Our answer is right. Hopefully you understand. Then the question is, D is the point on the BC produced such that. They're talking about this. BC produced. So here we have D. So they are in a straight line. Okay. He says that the BC produced such that the BD is K times BC and express the FD in terms of K, P, and Q. Okay. So if you want to find out FD, from F go to B, from B go to D. That is my bypass. Okay. So BD is given, that's K times BC. So FD is question. So FD will be F, from F go to B, from B go to D. So that will give you FD. FD will be FB is 3P. Here you can see 3 FB by AF is 3/1. That's the ratio. FB is equal to 3 times AF. So FB is AF is P. So FB is equal to 3 times P. So the FD will be 3P plus BD is K times BC. FD will be 3P plus K and the BC is this 2Q minus 4P. So the FD will be 3P plus 2KQ minus 4KP. So these have P, take that P common. So FD will be in the bracket 3 minus 4K, bracket close, P plus 2KQ. Ooh, so this is FD. FD. So our answers are right. So here you can see. Okay. So, okay. Then the question is, given that FE and FD are collinear, find the value of the K. For K, okay, FE and FD, they are collinear. So what is the, if the two things are, the 3 points are collinear, FD, what is the FD? That is bracket 3 minus 4K, bracket close, P plus 2KQ. Okay, and what is FE? That was Q minus P, because they are collinear, FD and E. So FD and FE, they are parallel to each other. So when the two vectors, they are parallel to each other, so the ratio of their X and Y will be same. The ratio of their P, the coefficients of P and the coefficients of Q, that will be same. So 3 minus 4K divided by minus 1 and 2K divided by 1. The coefficient of the Q, the ratio of the coefficient of the Q here and here, and the ratio of the coefficient of the P here and here, that should be same. Okay, so here minus 1 and here it is 3 minus 4K. These are coefficients of P, that will be equals to, here we have 1, here you have 2K. So just cross multiply here. So you will have 3 minus 4K equals to minus 2K. So 3 will be equals to minus 2K plus 4K. So 3 will be equals to 2K. So the K will be equals to 3 by 2. K will be equals to 1.5. A little tricky question, but I hope you have understood how we have done this. 1.5 is the right answer, sir. So, my dear students, we have reached the end of this paper. Hopefully, you have understood this. And today, my dear students, we have done October, November 2011 1-2 paper. This paper 1 was from the zone 2 or the variant 2. My name is Ferhan Mazher. Thank you very much for watching this video, taking out time and preparing the mathematics. It's a great blessing for me that I can make these videos which can touch the lives of so many students around the globe, especially the students in Pakistan, the students in Bangladesh, students in Mauritius, the students in India, the students in Sri Lanka, the students in Brunei, the students in Saudi Arabia, the students in UAE, and there are so many other places. Thank you very much, everyone, for supporting my channel and supporting and preparing mathematics from here. It's a great blessing for me. Thank you very much. Have a good day. God bless you all.